Okay, this is where I'm at with it right now. I did get all 4 of my 10-inch bars out of one piece. So I still got a whole another piece I can do something with later. This is how the piece is starting right here. And what I'm doing is, this is how the piece is ending. What I'm doing is, I'm putting them on here and it's basically turning them as it spins, cleaning the sides off, and then I'll take them over here, clamp them into the clamp, like so, and then use this little grinder right here and kind of grind like a little 45 into it, into the top of it. And the reason why I do that, because when I weld all this together as a brace, oh buddy, I almost fell. It'll end up like this. Weld that piece flat on there, and that piece will be kind of, you know, I need it to be flat so I can have a little better spot to weld it on. Because if I didn't do it like that, and I go to weld it, it will be on there like that, just a little tip. So that gives it more of a surface. And that's what it's going to end up like. I can't get it to bounce for some reason. Oh, there we go. That's what's going to end up looking like. There's 4 little braces just to, you know, prop up that leg a little bit better. All right, what's up there, people? Back on the Metal Art Fire Pit project. I got the stand that the pit itself is going to sit on. Right now it is upside down. That's how I kind of tack welded it together. So now the goal for today is to kind of put the final welds on this piece right here. You know, just I gotta fill this in. Gotta go from the tack welds to the final welds. That is the goal for today. I'm not all the way done. I had to stop 75% through, but I want to speak on something real quick. All this for me is practice. I'm still learning how to weld. I'm still practicing. I know if I would have put this piece up on the table and positioned it in the perfect position, I probably could have made these welds look a hell of a lot better than what they look like. And like I'm saying, I'm still learning, but my train of thought and my thinking is, if I can learn how to weld uncomfortable, if I can get good at uncomfortable welding, when I weld, when I'm comfortable, when something's up on the stand, I'm feeling comfortable, it should turn out great. So if I can just get it halfway decent while I'm uncomfortable, the better I get being uncomfortable, the better I'll be when I'm comfortable. So I've been welding all this basically on the ground. I got a little carpet for padding, but that ain't much. So I'm just welding this on the ground. I just came from the gym too, so the least to say, I am very uncomfortable in uncomfortable positions, welding while my knees on the twisted and hurting, and welding laying on the ground, my shoulder hurting. So I'm practicing welding uncomfortable. Now this might be I'm not sure if it's the right way or the wrong way to do it. You guys can chime in if anybody is an expert welder, but if they are, most likely they're not watching this video. I don't know. I'm just trying to, the couple welds though were so rancid and horrible, especially right here. I had like glued through the metal and I had to kind of build it back up, and it's just, I can't live with that. So I grind it all back down. I'm gonna try to run a bead to make it look at least halfway decent. Same way with this, I blew through this one, I grinded this down and put another bead on there. Now a lot of these welds, they don't look the same, and they're look kind of janky. But once again, I'm, you know, welding this like this with my knee on the ground. I'm welding laying on the ground. It's just that I'm welding uncomfortable. That's what's going on right now. I'm just trying to get this all welded up so I can flip it over. I'm down to these 2 welds. I wanted to do it uncomfortable for this part of it because this is the bottom half of it. It has to be flipped this way, so most of this won't be seen. And even if I do see it, I'll know that's what was going on. But as you see, it's like the welds, they're no, to me, These are the worst welds I've ever done. Well, no, that one was the worst weld I've ever done, but I couldn't show you that one. That was too embarrassing. I had to grind that one down. But once again, this is all just practice, but the welds don't. I'm just trying different techniques, and then I'm playing with the welder, trying different voltages, wire speeds. I'm just trying to get my rhythm down. If I can get my rhythm down, uncomfortable. When I am comfortable, it should be just muscle memory locked in. That's where I'm at so far. I'm gonna do these last 2 welds, try to make them, at least look a lot better than what it did before. And I'll bring this back in once I get them welded up. These welds don't look that great either, but they do look a hell of a lot better than the ones I started with that were kind of blown through the metal and splattered to fill it all in. So this one right here, I went down this way, and because I was going down, see if I can get this tip in here. Because I was going down, this tip was kind of blocking where I was going, kind of blocking me, showing which way I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go straight down, but I was too focused on trying to make the weld look decent, and I ended up going way off the path where I was supposed to be going. So then I had to come back and do this one. That's why it looks crazy with one little crooked weld and then a little splotch right here. This one I tried the technique of going up so I could see better where I'm going. But, once again, it just, it really doesn't look all that great. But I know it's gonna hold. I don't know, man. Some of my welds, they look good. Some of them look decent, and some of them are just horrible. So once I can get down to have them all looking the same, I'll be a lot better off. But this is all, this is kind of like trial and error, man. I'm just kind of practicing, and I'm sure I'm doing a ton of stuff wrong. So far, I have not had a weld break on me yet. So I guess there is that. I'm gonna let this cool off for a while, and then I gotta flip this over. But this is what I'm doing on my Saturday, man. Just out here getting some welding practice in, working on my metal art fire pit. Well, once I flip this over, I realized I made a major mistake, a little miscalculation, and I should have measured 4 or 5 times before I cut and welded the stuff together. The problem is this. This thing is very uneven. This is a little bit more than warpage from welding. This is straight miscalculation right here. So the problem is these 2 legs are kind of okay. It's just these 2. I don't know if it's these 2 legs or these 2 pieces right here or a combination of everything. But this is a little far off. Now I know this is going to be sitting on the ground, and the ground's kind of uneven. It's going to be sitting on either a dirt ground or a rock pavement, but I want to get a little closer than that. So I went to my little milk crate of scrap parts of pieces I done cut off of all these pieces to get to this point. And I think what I'm going to do, at first I was going to try to shave a little bit off of each leg right here to even this out a little bit. But since it doesn't have to be perfectly level and flawless, but to me, this would bother me even in the dirt. I want to get a little bit closer than that. So the plan is, I found these 2 pieces. And if I slide this piece under here, this is just like a little scrap piece right here. Just to show you how far this is off. If I slide that piece under there, it only wiggles a little bit. But then if I take this piece right here, and I slide it up underneath there, hold on. Put that right there. Now, with both of them pieces underneath them 2 legs, I only get a minimum amount of wiggle between these 2. I can live with this. Seeing it's gonna be sitting in dirt, I can live with that amount of wiggle. That first amount of wiggle, I can't live with that. But I'm gonna clean these pieces up. Pull this out here without slicing my finger open. I'm gonna clean these pieces up, most likely on that bench grinder right there and a pair of vice grips. Clean these up and weld these on. And then move on, because I got a lot more other stuff to do. I just want to get this done. I'd like to get some logs and some fire going before it gets 150 degrees here in Arizona. Before it's too hot to even mess with this. I have to wait all the way till the fall and winter of next year to do it. That's the plan. Weld these pieces on, clean these pieces up, weld these pieces on. Never ending battle, man. I'm gonna show it to you all, the good, the bad, the ugly. Hey, that's all part of it. I'm learning as I go. But this was a valuable lesson right here. This right here was a valuable lesson. Measure multiple times. And flip, before you just weld stuff together. All right, people. Thanks for watching Hunter Spoke Riders. Subscribe today to not miss a video. If you want to hit that little bell like so, easy. Don't forget about the notifications. All you gotta do is go up there and click it just like that. Slide on down there, hit that save button, and then you won't miss a video. It's that easy.